Hello everybody, welcome to Final Fantasy IX Modded. That's right, we are running the Moguri mod, as well as the alternate mod. So the Moguri mod is revamped visuals, like the background, pre-rendered backgrounds are high resolution now, as well as a few other things here and there. The battle backgrounds, I believe, those are a little sharper. Definitely looks a lot better. I'd say this is what the Square Enix remaster kind of should have been. Now they were only able to do like the character models and certain textures, but it looks absolutely great, I'd say. Alternate mod, now that's a whole different thing. That's really cool. That ups the difficulty. Kind of changes the enemy, like the AI. Just makes it a little tougher overall. We're gonna be able to learn some certain abilities a little sooner than we normally would. And there's also a couple extra, really cool extras later on in the game that we're gonna get to. But let's hop right into this prison cage boss battle. Shouldn't be too bad, but I've definitely noticed the difference in the difficulty so far. Shit, we gotta heal her. I am gonna be running the speed boost from just from, you know, every now and then. It is a 20-year-old PS1 game, so we wanna use that to our advantage every once in a while. Now, the regular speed boost that comes with the game is ×3. I went in the configuration settings. I kicked it down to ×2, just so it was a little more legible. So we're not missing any dialogue or anything, you know. Other than that, though, I'm not going to be using any other cheats or anything. It's going to be a pretty legitimate playthrough. Really just a showcase of these new mods. So in this first video, I played through the beginning already, so I figured Evil Force was a good starting point for this series. I will be doing playthrough in its entirety. We're going to be running through it completely, doing all the side quests, the secret bosses later on. Holy shit, she's about to die. God damn it. Oh shit. Don't do it. Ah. Well, there you go. Yep, that is the alternate mod in effect. So you get to see me die once. Alright. Enough messing around. Let's do it for real. Yep, it ain't no joke. That's for sure. I mean, this isn't really a battle you'd struggle with. But I was kind of dicking around there for a second. Lost track of her health. Let's get through this, and then I'm going to cut this. It's going to help to cut the speed boost off. Make the battle a little more manageable. there's part 1 of that battle. Not too bad, but as you can see, if you take your eyes off it for 1 second, you can mess it all up. So now, it's Vivi's turn. I'll try to keep this dialogue up on the screen for a couple seconds. Try not to rush through everything, just so everybody can read it if they want. Okay, so right off the bat, what's changed as opposed to the regular version of this one, you can see Vivi's casted with inflicted with silence. Not too crucial of a moment, but we'll have to use a. We don't have an echo screen, so yeah, we'll have to waste a remedy on him. Because his fire spell is what really wins the battle. Damage, look at that. Very subtle differences here and there on certain things in this game, but I can definitely tell the difference. It looks great. You know, it's still you can tell it's a PS1 game, but can't expect a whole lot. But there was definitely a lot of work put into this mod. So, big shout out to the developer who made this Moguri mod. The backgrounds, the pre-rendered backgrounds in the towns and cities and whatnot, those look very great. Those are just outstanding. You'll definitely see it in Village of Dali and Lemblem Castle. I noticed those are ones that looked just stunning in the screenshots. I'm thinking this first video is probably going to span, we'll do Evil Forest, and then we hop out in the world map for the first time. And then we'll probably be able to knock out Ice Cavern real fast. But I think that'll make up the first video. And then going on, I'll probably try to make more content into each video if I can. Not necessarily rush through everything, but I'm gonna cut out I'm gonna be grinding and whatnot off scene. That way we won't have to sit through that. Okay, so Steiner is being placed in quarantine over here. COVID-19, am I right? Okay. And Zidane, he wants to go out and rescue the princess, but the good old boss man here isn't allowing it. So he knows what's gonna have to be done. Gonna have to leave the gang. You get super OCD about the item arrangement. You'll be seeing plenty of that through this playthrough. Yeah, we'll view a majority of the active time events. Not all of them, but most of the more crucial ones. See what Ruby's up to. Yeah, like right here, this little, this room just looks great. Retextured. I'd say the character models are upscaled a little bit, about as much as they could have from the, like the Steam port version. Let's check on Vivi here. So, in order for us to leave the gang so we can go capture or rescue the princess, we have to fight the boss. Show him what's up. Alright, let's do it. Anytime. Always make sure you get that iron sword off him. Piece of cake, just like that. Okay. So we are off to go recruit Steiner. Get the badass trio together. Steiner and Vivi. I think we missed something over here. Yeah. So as you can see right off the bat, Vivi is able to learn MP 20% ability with his first staff. Normally you don't get that till much later in the game. So that's pretty cool. Get that speed boost back on here. Alright. We'll do a couple of these battles just to get these other guys leveled up here before we take on the plant brain boss shortly. Kind of off to a slow start here with this game, but it picks up soon in the next town. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, some of the soundtrack has been overhauled with newer remastered covers. So far, sounds pretty good. Normally, I'm really picky when it comes to the music, but I'm definitely enjoying it so far. And when you have these mods, that's something you can toggle on and off if you don't want to use that. There's a couple other things in the settings that I forgot about you can change. Because you don't have to retain everything from the mod if you don't want to. Some of the, like the little FMV cutscenes here aren't really upscaled, as you can see. I think some of them are slightly though. Gonna have to be careful with this guy. When he casts that full party thunder spell, that usually wipes Vivi out in one hit. Let's do it. Bad. I think the damage kind of varies. That's all he has to steal. We're gonna make sure we steal everything. Almost everything in this playthrough. As you can see, we are using a lot more potions than we normally would. Man, I can't wait to see how epic it gets later on in the game. I think some of the bosses are going to be really amped up. Shit. Well, that was easy. Besides losing a character there. Not too bad. Alright. And now the forest comes alive. That's our cue to get the hell out of here. Excuse that annoying shit. I live on a main road, so you get to hear all the loud bullshit. Good experience points in this battle. What a dick. course, 20 plus years ago, these cutscene graphics were just completely out of this world. I still think they aged pretty well, though. Square Enix, Squaresoft at the time, they always seemed ahead of their time. Oop. We don't want to see that. Kind of a nice feature over the original version, though. Being able to skip. Well, we made it out. Damn it. Sorry, I gotta learn to not do that. Oh boy, here we go. That thing we get to skip 60 different times throughout the game. Because we know all this shit, right? There we go. That would have been a nice thing to mod out of the game. Yeah, we made it out. world map. Looks a little bit sharper, but can't get a whole lot out of it. It wasn't that detailed to begin with. Okay. Now here's something weird with the alternate mod. Garnet, on top of the rods and the rackets she uses as a weapon, she can now equip a dagger. Kind of weird. It'll probably help us out a little bit later in the game once we get some of the stronger ones, because she's not really an attacking player. So, in a way, it's kind of cool. And just for the sake of the video, I'll run no encounters just for right now. Just so we're not, you know, we don't have to see 80 different battles they're pretty unnecessary at this point of the game. Not really much of an exploit for me, just for the sake of the video though. I think we can buy some items up here. Yeah, this scene right here looks... God, that looks amazing. Way sharper and more detailed than its original version. Horn Dog Zidane. He's got no chill. Oh, just potions? I guess we'll take what we can get. Because we're flying through them, that's for sure. Alrighty, let's go hit up the good old ice cavern. Actually, I want to try something out here. But what I've read pertaining to the alternate mod is this the random encounter, the ragtime mouse, the creature that asks you like trivia questions. I've seen that. Okay, this isn't him, but I've seen that they changed up. They either changed up the questions or they added extra ones. Something like that. So, I kind of want to see that real quick. We can do this. See if we can encounter that guy real quick. God damn. They're beating the shit out of us. You really can't afford to mess around. Good lord. People are dying and shit. Anyways, on we go. I think I need to adjust something with the screen settings. I don't know if that's Steam or something. Kind of gets a little weird every once in a while. Another one we get to skip through. I believe the Tetramaster card game has been changed. So I probably should have watched that. I don't know if it explains the differences. Yeah, I tried out a card game, and normally I just completely rock at the card game in this game, but yeah, there was some weird shit that I've noticed, so gonna have to read up on that and practice it a little bit. Alright. Rush through this last boss battle here. Vivi, what are you doing? Bonk. They're out. Let's go do it. Wow, we just got really lucky there. Should be dead after this hit. Yep. That was insane luck right there. Kind of took that chance because I saw that thing on his chest go red. I figured he was gonna be dead, and then that last hit happened. But we made it. And these poor guys don't even know what the hell happened. So that is the end of Ice Cavern, pretty much. So in the next one, we just hop right outside. The village of Dali is right over the hill. But yeah, that wraps up that video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying this so far. Like I said, it kind of starts off a little slower in the beginning if you haven't played this before. It's gonna get a lot more exciting though in the next town. That background looks amazing. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys, and we will see you in the next episode. Later.